From the WYLN studios in Hazleton and all over northeastern Pennsylvania, this is WYLN News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. 10 people displaced from their homes after fire ripped through it on Christmas Eve in Freeland. It happened just at this half-block double on Swaby Street in Freeland. Officials tell us the flames started in the kitchen, which caused a significant amount of damage to that side of the house. No one was injured, and there's no word on when the people who live there may be able to return home. A former Hazleton City employee has returned to work in City Hall on an as-needed basis, and that's according to Mayor Jeff Cassatt. Annetta Williams, who served as the director of federally funded office under previous administration, was brought back to work in the CD office for $70 an hour. Cassatt said Williams is working with Recreation and Economic Development Director Joseph Zeller on finishing up some projects. Cassatt let the former CD director Fallon Furman go and has not named a replacement. Zeller has been running the office since Furman left. The mayor said he checked with officials from the Federal Department of Housing and Urban Development, along with the city's community development consulting firm, about the hourly consulting post. Neither had objections. Cassatt said in the months to come, Williams will be phased out. Luzerne County Council meeting tonight. On the agenda, a vote considering whether $1.5 million should be transferred into the Capital Projects Fund. The money is part of surplus funds left over from some one-time revenue windfalls. Even if the $1.5 million is moved over, it still leaves $2.1 million, which could go to reducing the county's deficit of $7.98 million. Tonight's meeting getting underway at the Luzerne County Courthouse. The Homeland Security Department says a man fired at officers in Harrisburg on Friday afternoon before he was shot and killed. He was a naturalized U.S. citizen who was admitted to the country from Egypt on a family-based immigrant visa. A prosecutor says there's no doubt the 51-year-old was targeting police officers. Authorities say one state trooper was slightly wounded. The incident is under investigation as a terror attack. The 3 fire companies that make up West Mahanoy Township Fire Department each will be getting more money this year from the township. When approving the 2018 township budget, supervisors increased the amount to the Altamont, Shenandoah Heights, and William Penn Fire Companies from $3,500 to $4,000 a year. The supervisors have heard requests from 2 fire chiefs about raising the funding to help defray the increasing costs in providing fire protection. The Pennsylvania Department of Transportation today announcing that all driver's license and photo centers, including its full-service center in Harrisburg, will be closed this Saturday, December 30th, through Monday, January 1st for the New Year's holiday. Customers may still obtain a variety of driver and vehicle products and services, including all forms, publications, and driver training manuals online through PennDOT's Driver and Vehicle Services website, which is www.dmv.pa.gov. Well, if it's snow you're looking for, Erie has already set a state record, 53 inches in 30 hours, and there, it's not over yet. Our area had a white Christmas, and although there's no snow in our immediate forecast, temperatures are getting cold. Single digits are expected overnight all this week, and the daytime highs will struggle just to get out of the teens. Plus, there's also a wind chill advisory. Now's a good time to remind everyone about preventing frozen pipes. Some advice: if your pipes are in cabinets, you should leave the cabinet doors open so the warm air can circulate. And also, you may want to leave water at a trickle, especially overnight. If your pipes do freeze, don't use an open flame to try and thaw them. You might want to try a hairdryer instead and shut off the water. And don't forget your pets. Remember, Pennsylvania has a new pet law about leaving pets outside during the cold winter weather. and we will have more to come on that cold. Coming up on WYLN News, a Christmas tradition in Hazleton yesterday, plus one of the top stories of 2017. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. For tonight, it will be clear with an overnight low of 8 above. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high of 19. Then that wind chill advisory goes in effect from 9 o'clock tomorrow night until noon on Thursday. Wind chills could range from 5 to 15 below zero. Then on Thursday, looks like some sunshine with a high of 17. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Hi, I'm Scott Wagner. If there's one thing I'm familiar with, it's taking out the trash. I started this business from the ground up. Harrisburg insiders take care of themselves, not us. I'm running for governor to clean up their mess. My plan will junk the property tax, cut wasteful spending, and put big government in the dumpster. I've taken out trash before. Career politicians are going to be real easy.
Conservative, reformer, tough. Scott Wagner for governor.
Yesterday in Hazleton, some 850 meals were served. It was the annual community Christmas dinner. It's been 20 years since the dinner, coordinated by United Way of Greater Hazleton, got its start. Some of the meals were delivered to those who are homebound, and others served at the Holy Rosary Church Hall. Over 100 volunteers were also part of the holiday tradition. Kwanzaa, the week-long cultural holiday honoring African culture and traditions, begins today. The holiday was first celebrated in 1966 and will end with a feast and gift-giving on January 1st. Schuylkill County's president judge believes prospective jurors should not be called to serve unless officials know there will be a trial for them to hear. Judge William Baldwin said that he thinks it's important the prospective jurors' time is not wasted, which he said often happens. Baldwin said he and Deputy Court Administrator John Richmond have talked with incoming District Attorney Michael O'Paik, who shares their concerns. O'Paik said the main problem has been prosecutors changing the plea offers that they make to the defendants, thereby reducing their incentive to enter guilty or no contest pleas. Baldwin said he appreciates all the inconvenience and sacrifice that jurors make. Jurors receive only $9 a day for their first 3 days of service, with the amount going to $25 a day after that. Bill Cosby's sexual assault trial was one of the top Pennsylvania stories of 2017. The Cosby Show star denied accusations that he drugged and molested a woman at his suburban Philadelphia home in 2004. The jury deliberated for 6 days without reaching a verdict. That resulted in a mistrial. Coming up on Coaldale's News Choice, the United Way of Hazleton on Community and You and its Medical Monday. Ting-O talks about falls. Plus, ready to stay inside and curl up with a good movie? We have a suggestion for you. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
Chur's Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Chur's Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Chur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Chur's 570-454-7229.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about visiting a restaurant that has a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the types of things that we will be featuring on our new show, Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. Jeff Bonomo, host of Off the Beaten Path, welcomes you into the world of craft beer, great wine, and good eats. Wine, Hops, and Road Stops.
Welcome to Community New here on Wyln. Everyone, I'm Gary Perrin. I'm very pleased to have with me the president and CEO of the United Way of Greater Hazelton, Pat Ward, and a good friend of mine. And Pat, I want you to come on Community New and to kind of give us a rundown of the United Way of Greater Hazelton, what you guys do. I know you have your hands in so many things throughout the year, but kind of give us a rundown and really what people who donate to the United Way, what it goes towards, and what you guys do.
It's a pleasure to be with you once again. I'm grateful for this opportunity. United Way of Greater Hazelton, first and foremost, we provide funding for programs and services that are provided by 24 agencies in the community. I don't have enough time to mention them all, but it's the big names. It's the Red Cross, it's the Salvation Army, it's Catholic Social Service, it's Pathways to Recovery, United Charities, the list goes on. And these are the organizations that across the board are helping people in various community impact areas that involve education, financial stability, and health. And in addition to that, we're also heavily involved in some of our own programs, primarily in the field of education. We're so excited that we are part of the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, and we have a simple goal, Gary, and that's to provide every child that's born at Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazelton, with an age-appropriate book for the first 5 years of that child's life. 60 books, 1 book a month. And I'm happy to say that we're coming up on 12,000 books that have been distributed to babies and young children here in the greater Hazelton area. Something that hasn't been talked about too much lately, but we did announce at our kickoff that we have received a grant from the Geisinger Foundation, and working with the Drug and Alcohol Agency Pathways to Recovery, we're going to begin an opioid awareness program in the Hazelton Area School District.
Wonderful.
We're very excited about that. We're heavily involved with the after-school scouting program with Minzy Trails Boy Scouts, and we're involved in the state's tax credit program known as EITC, where we're providing dozens of children and their families with scholarships to qualified preschools here in the greater Hazelton area, helping those families get one of the parents back to work, hopefully, and at the same time getting the child ready for kindergarten.
Wonderful. I know you guys are involved in many ways behind the scenes on a lot of events that go on throughout the greater Hazelton area. You know, the Cancer Telethon, the Helping Hands Telethon, they are part of your group. And also so many other ones where it may be just simple volunteers coming to help out. And you guys just do your thing and make sure everything is done properly and done the right way. If somebody wanted to learn more about the United Way? If somebody wanted to get involved, what's the best way to do it?
UnitedWayHazelton.org is our website. Our phone number is 570-455-9515. I'll be happy to speak to anyone personally that would like to help. We've been having difficulty the past number of years keeping pace with raising the funds in this community that are needed to provide the services that are being performed by the dedicated people at our 24 agencies. If I was here 10 years ago, and I probably was, I'd be saying that we're trying to raise $1 million in this community. We're going to be fortunate if we cross 650,000 this year. So don't think somebody else is doing it, folks, because it's really tough out there. There's been a shift in the way people give money. Some of it's good, some of it's not so good for us, but we need the support first and foremost in this community.
It's simple as neighbor helping neighbor.
Yeah, that's the bottom line. And you know, we look at our numbers every year, and we're affecting 1 out of 3 people in the community. Wow. It's not just poor people.
Right.
Sometimes I think we're here to help the poor, but we're helping the youth. We do so many things that, and I'm happy when you said behind the scenes. One of the things that we're most proud of at the United Way is with Catholic Social Services and the Diocese of Scranton, we're the founders of the Divine Providence Homeless Shelter, which has seen well over 300 individuals in the last 2 years since we opened it on a trial basis.
Yeah. It's truly amazing, and to see 3 organizations come together to make sure that the homeless in our area are taken care of, especially during the cold winter.
That started with 3 organizations, but there's many more that are involved. I remember specifically when we were starting this, I called the Red Cross and said, we need cots for a homeless shelter. We immediately had cots, the same types of cots that the Red Cross would use when they're setting up emergency shelters for people that are involved with natural disasters, victims of natural disasters.
A lot going on. So, well, Pat, I welcome you back anytime here to WYLN, and it's great having you here. And of course, volunteer, be part of the community. You hear me say this all the time on Topic A and here in the news. Be part of your community. Be part of the solution, not a problem. One of those great organizations you can help out is United Way of Greater Hazelton. Thanks for joining us on Community and You, everyone. We'll see you.
Look, I may be out of line here, but I have to get something off my chest. The little guys in the shop are taking all the credit for this year's #1 request, Service Electric's high-speed internet. Sure, it's great. I mean, it flies, and I should know. But the little guys don't even make it. Service Electric does. There. Someone finally had the antlers big enough to say it. They can't tell it's me, right? Uh-oh.
Get Service Electric high-speed internet free for 2 months, including free installation. Call today or visit secb.com/holiday.
Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins. National currency. Fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177.
4 Blooms is now open, 668 North Hunter Highway in Drums. Tuesday's happy hour from 5 until 8 in the bar area. Every Wednesday from 6 until 10 is martini night in the piano room. Sip and Savor, Thursday from 5 until 8 in the bar. And don't forget about Sunday brunch. That's 4 Blooms in Drums.
This week on Topic A, we get an update on the Downtown Hazelton Alliance for Progress with their executive director. We'll learn about projects that are ongoing and what we can expect in 2018. This week on Topic A, only on WYLN.
For the people that know me and watch my programming at WYLN, you'll know that we have a passion about preventing falls among seniors. Every year, around about 33% of seniors will fall. A lot of them will suffer catastrophic injuries. So our mission is to help prevent seniors from falling. One thing that I found out recently due to a survey in the CDC, there's around about 50% of adults who do fall actually won't report it. And they'll try and hide it from their loved ones, either being too embarrassed to talk about it, or they may want to they may want to, or they may fear losing their independence. So it is up to us as loved ones of seniors, children, grandchildren, who suspect that your grandparent or your parent is falling or losing their balance but is afraid to tell someone about it, to really push them in getting their fall risk assessed. This way we can catch them and prevent falls before it actually happens. Falling is something that is a major issue among our seniors and is one of the leading causes of nursing home admissions and also one of the leading causes of disability and death among our seniors. So remembering that a lot of seniors are embarrassed by talking about falls, or they're afraid of losing their independence, make it your job to talk to them about it, have their medical talk to them about it, or bring them in here, have us do a free fall risk assessment. This way we can help determine whether they are at a fall, they have a risk of falling, and it has been found that once you get into a fall prevention program, we can actually reduce someone's fall risk by about 35%. So remembering that falling is not a natural part of aging and is something that can be prevented in order to prevent a lot of heartache, a lot of pain, and a lot of possible problems, including nursing home care. So if you or a loved one are feeling off balance or have fallen, please give us a call at 570-1808. Come on in, talk to us about falling. We can schedule you for a free falls risk assessment, determine if you are actually a fall risk, and help you get your balance and reduce your risk of fall.
St. Luke's Miners campus in Coaldale has a new president as Bill Moyer leaves to become the president of the Health Network's Allentown campus. Wendy Lazo is the new president. She has been employed by St. Luke's since 2000, starting as a part-time employee while an undergrad at DeSales University. She worked her way up to become the network's vice president of operations. St. Luke's officials say that prior to taking the top job at Miners, Lazo already played an instrumental role in the hospital's leadership. She helped oversee the Miners lung and gastrointestinal specialists. He was known as the Polka King. He made a name for himself here in our area and then lost it all. Now the life of Jean Lewan is a movie coming out on Netflix. The trailer for the movie The Polka King has over 500,000 views. Actor Jack Black plays Lewan, who was a native of Poland in the film that will be released on January 12th. Lewan, born Jan Lewandowski, performed with his orchestra throughout Northeast Pennsylvania and at casinos in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and Las Vegas. Lewan was convicted of running a Ponzi scheme in which he defrauded about 400 people out of millions of dollars. He spent 5 years in prison for his crimes and survived an attack in which a cellmate slit his throat. Around the time the band's van was in a 2001 crash that killed 2 musicians, the store went bankrupt. After serving 5 years, Lewan returned to Hazleton in 2010 to perform a concert with many of his former band members at the J.J. Ferrara Performing Arts Center. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.
Hi, I'm Scott Wagner. If there's one thing I'm familiar with, it's taking out the trash. I started this business from the ground up. Harrisburg insiders take care of themselves, not us. I'm running for governor to clean up their mess. My plan will junk the property tax, cut wasteful spending, and put big government in the dumpster. I've taken out trash before. Career politicians are going to be real easy.
Conservative, reformer, tough. Scott Wagner for governor.
Valmont Auto Sales. Buy here, pay here with a good selection of clean pre-owned vehicles. Use your tax return and make small weekly payments to fit your budget. Valmont Auto Sales, 34 Susquehanna Boulevard, West Hazleton, 570-501-2626.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
When is the best time to buy? It's now.
The year-end vehicle eradication at Berger Family Dealerships.
2017 Mazda 3 Sport Sedan, buy it for only $16,590. Or 2017 Mazda CX-3 Sport, buy it for only $19,990. Or 2017 Mazda CX-5 Sport, lease it for only $149 a month.
When is the best time to buy? It's now. The year-end vehicle eradication at Berger Family Dealerships, Route 93, Hazleton.